Okay, I have been reliably informed by people more knowledgeable than me on Facebook that these bearings should have not had, or ideally not had, the casings. They shouldn't be sealed bearings, so they did look like that. Well, that one actually looked like that. And so after panicking somewhat last night, I realised you could just peel the sides off the bearings and you end up with open bearings again, like the originals would have been. So here's one as an example, say, and you can see all the way through, whereas before you couldn't on mine. I just presumed that was the modern equivalent, but apparently not. So what I'm going to try and do is heat up this warm enough that that falls out, and then I can peel the back off the other side. At worst, I'm going to knacker my 2 new oil seals, and I'll have to buy those and put them back in again. I suppose also the grease might drip out onto that and it might stink and smell, which I'm sure it will actually now I think about it. But let's see how I get on. So my plan, brass drift again, get it all nice and hot, get that on the edge of the bearing, and then just tap it out. And I'm hoping that will work. So that's not really hot, but pretty hot. Let's get you on there. That is going to melt and drip on there, isn't it? But I think I've just got to soak that up and go for it. Hammer or mallet. Oh, and I got these out, by the way, by just literally, you just pick them out on the edge. Or you can use a little screwdriver and leave them out. That's all right for the plastic ones. That's all right on the plastic ones, but the metal ones need a little pick to get them out. They came out pretty easy, but let's see how we get on. Right, 37, what's that? Ah, bloody hell, that says that's 300. And that says that's 40. Now I'm hoping this is going to stay quite cool over here, because I don't really want to affect this one. But we shall see. I want that bearing, well, I want that casing to get hot. That smoke coming off there, but which I presume, how hot's that casing getting? Bearing is 90, 100. That smoke. Let's have a look. I presume that's, oh Christ, dripping on there. Yeah, right. Let's position you. How do I do this? Right. Just try not to knacker the oil seal. Oh, that bearing's nearly out. That's good news. Right, that bearing is out. And the question is, does anything else look knackered? No. The oil seal looks great. So I just want that to cool down for now. Okay, and there is the bearing. What state is that in? Oh, that looks fine. And that was the side I need to get off. Right, let's try and do the other half while I'm thinking about this. Okay, same deal. On you go. You cook on there. What did I have last time? I had about, it was over 100, wasn't it? Let's try that process again. That bearing looks okay. Once that's cooled down, still quite hot. Once that's cooled down, I will show you how I just got the little thing out. How are we doing on temperature? Let's wait till it smokes again, because I think that means the grease is just dropping. Every day's a school day, and hopefully this side isn't getting too hot. What do you think? Let's give it a go. Oh, that nearly came straight out. There we go. Right. What state is that? Oil seal looks great. It's not melted or knackered or anything. That's all good. Down you go. Let's put you that way up to cool off. And then where's that bearing? What state is that in? Oh, that looks fine. Yeah. Great. Let's turn you off for now. And let's cool these bearings down. And actually, grease doesn't really come out of that too much. I suppose they're designed to run at really high temperatures, aren't they? Right, I thought I'd show you, now these are cooled down, how to get the little sides off. I mean, you can Google it. That's what I did, and I found a video. And it was something along the lines of, either that goes in there and levers it up, or I found what worked was putting a pick in. Just got to deform that a little bit. There we go. Up it comes. There we go. There we go. Nice and simple. Yeah, and then it looks like the old school bearings before. Nice. Alright, now what's that one? That one's a little bit warm, but let's try this again. Wiggling the pick. Then just lever it up, and now it comes. Nice and simple. Look at that, no grease in that side. It must have melted all the way through. Oh, hardly any. Right, so they can go back in the freezer for going back in. Right, so having got the bearings out, everything's cooled down. There's no damage to any of the seals, which is amazing. I've now got to think about getting the bearings back in without melting the seals again. So let's have a go at the first one, shall we? I don't know what to expect. Let's heat. That's going to put heat. Well, I haven't got any choice really. Try and keep that one away as much as possible and get the heat in there. I mean, obviously that bearing's going to get hot during, not bearing, that oil seal is going to get hot during operation, so it's not the end of the world, I don't think. It's nowhere near hot enough, I wouldn't say. But I don't want to kill those oil seals. So surely they get up to 100 degrees when that engine's running, don't they? Oh fuck, it's hot than that already. Right, let's give it a go. Up we come. Oh, amazing. Straight in on the floor to heat sink. And let's go that way up to get the heat. No, let's go that way up. Okay. So it worked. Let's get... Right, let's get the heat out. So the trick will be whether the oil seals have survived that. If they have, then we're good to go. Right, I'm worried that these are so hot they'll be melting those oil seals, so let's see if I can cool everything down. Winner. Oof, that was a bit stressful, but I think all good.